Okay, want to do a roundup of new exclusive Sergio Tacchini, best-selling brand on the site at the minute, younger lads, older lads. So absolute bestseller, exclusive to 80s casuals, is the Masters Navy White with the navy collar. I know I'm going to keep saying bestsellers, but the best-selling style in the smarter look is basically the Masters Navy with gold. We're the only company selling this. I got my figures back from stores, website, again, selling nearly as well as this particular style. And it's the black with gold and the navy with the lurex gold. They're both selling really well, so sort of even numbers. And this week we've got a return of the grey with the gold colour. So all like a little bit more of a smarter tracky top really, which is sort of what we seem to be selling going into the winter. And then another style that's been an absolute bestseller in Romford, which is kind of, I guess, the West Ham, Villa, Burnley. We're down to last sizes in this. I'm going to get on to another one. Again, more neutral kind of fashion tones, I guess. We're going with the grey with black, which is a good seller. I'm not going to say bestseller, I'm going to say good seller, because I've shown you the best sellers. Another one we got back in, sold out really fast last year. Navy with the dark green and the kind of gold colour. Again, another fashion colour. Jazz did a really good shot with Eddie Boschel on our Feeler Gold shoot last year when Eddie joined in. He's Eddie from, you'll know, from Gogglebox. And then, yeah, I know I mentioned that already. Look at this beauty. We've got the reverse colourway, sky with the claret. It really pops really nice on there, I think. Great with a pair of jeans. I'm not wearing a pair of jeans, so that doesn't help, but I think, yeah, going to look great with denims. And carrying on with the claret, we've got the off-white gardenia, which is one of our best-selling colours. Again, I think great with a bit of a suntan. I'm certainly winter sun, so that's my kind of thing. With the claret, again, just a bit of a smarter look. Last sizes, I think, in your navy with a gold and yellow. I think a couple of our stores still selling that really well. It was big in Norwich this week. Another bestseller that carries on 80s casuals and exclusive is the Dallas Navy White and Red. Classic Danny Dyer business, John McEnroe. And then the Sky and Red. I know a few people referenced back in the 80s. I mean, we certainly launched the store. 20-year anniversary coming up. We launched everything back then. And obviously all the 80s stuff come up. But we have moved on. We're 20 years moved on. People are going into new colours. Our lads have been with us the whole time. And we see a complete move on to new colourways. Which brings me on to what I'm wearing. Maybe I shouldn't need to hold this. But it's hard to see what I'm wearing because I'm trying to see it. But obviously black with the grey and the grey detail. Again, a smarter look, probably look nice with a pair of denims again. So classic Star Orion back in, again, exclusive colours to 80s casuals. So the navy white is probably the classic, and it was the second best selling original retro colourway, I'd guess. But in terms of move on colours, the black with gold is our #1 seller in the Star Orion style. And new in, I'm wearing here, I'm gonna hold it, but green with the gold white, but I could have changed me into some jeans or something, but we quite like this, a bit different. We thought it works all right. Another one back in, again, exclusive to 80s casuals, the Orion in the classic white and yellow. It was a fashion colour back in the day, and obviously featured in the firm, and that made a bit of a name for it, as worn by Dom and Bex, and as sold by me in the shop, whether someone knew that. Last but not least, for the first time, we've done a couple of hoodies in the Masters. So our best-selling navy white in a hoodie, and the black with gold, which is our second best-selling track top, we've also done in a hoodie. That's just some of the exclusives on 80s Casual Classics.